Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. This is Straight Facts Commentary where I give you my unpopular opinions in everything pop culture. So please stick around and subscribe for more. Hey y'all, I am back again with another video, and you see the title. Oh wow, the drama has finally unfolded fully in regards to Baby Storm, Ice Spice, and Nicki Minaj. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into that. If you are interested in any of these people, female rap, pop, conspiracy theories, trending topics, my unpopular opinions, whatever I feel like talking about for real, then go on ahead and subscribe, and let's get into this video. Before I get into it, I just want to say, I do not feel that good today. Like, my stomach hurts really bad. I saw this and I was like, I don't even feel like making a video right now because my belly is just hurting so bad. But I was like, nah, I got to get this out for y'all. So, if I sound a little bit under the weather or even more monotone than normal, that could be why. So, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, you guys, so it does seem that Baby Storm has fully come out to finish off Ice Spice, so to speak, by exposing her, in regards to Nicki Minaj. She has said other things in relation to Ice Spice that just wasn't really hitting like that for the public, but she's finally exposed the alleged drama between her and Nicki. So I wanted to kind of break down some of it and give my opinions on it. Now, before I even get into what was said, the text messages, all of that, I just want to address Baby Storm for a minute because I just feel like Ice Spice was venting to Baby Storm as a friend. I can't imagine venting to somebody as a friend and then them airing out all of my text messages, especially when Baby Storm was in the messages, kind of agreeing with Ice or just talking to her like a normal friend would in text messages, being like, just, listening to her. And then now you're taking this position of exposing her. And, for the general public, this situation with Nicki Minaj isn't even going to matter that much. I think Baby Storm is very calculated because she knows that the Barbs are the ones who are going to have the biggest issue with this. People in the general public just simply are not going to care about this situation. People who pay attention to female rap and the Barbs are the only people who are going to care about this. And Baby Storm knew at the end of the day that this would affect Ice Spice's perception to the Barbs, and she was trying to jab at her. She's trying to impact Ice Spice's career because she knows that the Barbs are going to be upset, right? Baby Storm is slimy. She was doing this for her own personal gain. She wasn't exposing Ice Spice because she felt like Nicki Minaj needed to be vindicated, or Riot needed to be vindicated, or that she wanted to help anyone in the situation. She's purely doing it to try to get back at or expose or cancel or etc. etc. There's no good motive behind that. And I can't support exposing something or someone when you're playing as their friend in text messages and everything's cool, at least seemingly to Ice and her, they were cool. And then now you're going on an expose. Not only that, but it's not just Ice Spice. That's why I can't respect her even more, is because it not only is it Ice Spice, but she's, come after Azalea Banks and Drake and Tamar Braxton and all of these people. If you go through her Twitter, she's just going off on everybody and she's exposing, quote unquote, everyone. It's like, girl, are you okay? Like, what's your problem? Like, I feel like she has some kind of an issue, like upstairs. I'm not even trying to be funny because I have I'm not the brightest bulb either, I'm a little slow myself. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there's something going on with her mentally, allegedly, because why are you just at first I thought it was just about Ice Spice and their friendship, but clearly she's just spiraling. So it's really weird to see, and her energy is very unhinged and I don't like it. Okay, y'all, so I'm gonna read the text messages and everything, and I'm gonna give my thoughts on it. And sorry if the messages are a little choppy or they're reading a little choppy. I'm just trying to get to the meat and the potatoes of this. Okay, and I says open-ended again, but then James called me with Nikki's old manager of 11 years and said she was being unfair and asking for too much, which is what everyone has been telling me, but it's hard to negotiate with her because she doesn't let people talk like lawyers or James accept. Then Baby says, just woke up. That's just so annoying, bro. Does she not realize she's asking for too much? And then I says, no, she doesn't think so at all. So frustrating. Then Ice says, hopefully, but we're about to put out another record in June for the Barbie World soundtrack, which is an opportunity I brought her. So this part of the messages come with some discrepancies because some people feel like, yeah, Ice Spice brought this excuse me, to Nicki Minaj, and some people feel like, no, this is not true. Ice Spice did not give Nicki Minaj this opportunity, that it was actually given to Nicki Minaj first. So some people say one thing, some people say another with that. Anyway, moving on. Because Barbie asked me to do it alone, but since that's her brand, I invited her on and she doesn't even see that as me bringing her something. She's kind of like my mom, ungrateful and delusional. This is the part that got everybody mad. I cut her off, by the way, not speaking to her till January. And Ice Spice says, no, that plus she wants publishing from all my songs, including third party writing competitions. So anything I write for other people, any songs I get on, mind you, I had a Taylor Swift collab before I had the Nicki one. Ice says again, and that's basically what she's saying because she keeps on saying, oh, when Wayne was signing me, I didn't question blah blah blah, but me and her are in different places in our career when that happened. Like, I'm already signed, so why would I work backwards? And nah, it's just necessary. Like, she gaslights me too much. I gotta love her from a distance for my mental health. And then Baby says, this is the best way I can describe it. Nicki is like those people who believes that kids today shouldn't get student loans forgiveness because they had to pay for it back when they want what? But my excuse me, but mind you, we wanted to pay Nicki. It says her artist fee, yes, 100%. I think she's jealous that I own my own masters because she said, James, you think you the man and you think you so cool in the interview. I don't know why she mentioned that. Okay, you guys, so that is a good bulk of it. There could be a couple of little things that I missed, but that is the main parts, and the main parts of which people are talking about, I have showed you. So, what are my thoughts on all of this? This is definitely interesting. It's definitely interesting. I think that this was really just a bad business situation. This feels like more like just business not working out, and so she is, venting to her friend who she thinks is her friend, who she's probably not thinking that these messages are going to come out. And she's just talking about stuff that's going on within her field of work, like in the industry. I really don't see anything wrong with it in terms of, like, imagine you're at your job and you're having some issues going on between you and another coworker or you and another person. Y'all are just talking about it. And this to me doesn't feel like anything that should have been brought to the public because it's not really like, oh, salacious, juicy gossip in terms of like she said or did anything too harmful, in my opinion. They're working out their stuff, and whatever is going on is not working out. What it seems like is that, Nicki Minaj wanted to sign her to some sort of something having to do with her label because she talked about publishing and she talked about, writing credits, and she talked about different things like that. And that Ice Spice just basically wasn't in agreement to some terms, I guess, that Nicki Minaj wanted. So I don't think that there's anything wrong with that, but people are really upset because, she called her delusional and ungrateful, mostly having to do with the fact that Ice Spice feels as though she brought Nicki an opportunity. As far as I knew, I thought Nicki Minaj was the one who got asked to be on Barbie World and that Ice Spice hopped on it. At least that's the impression that I got from the beginning, right? But this is how I feel about that. Either way, I feel like whether Ice asks her or Nicki asks Ice, Nicki made the song what it is. I feel like if Nicki wasn't, I can't not hear Nicki Minaj on it. Like, I can't imagine the song just being with Ice. I mean, Ice did good. She did her thing on the record, but Nicki Minaj was the flair, the spice, the flavor, whatever you want to call it, to that record. I couldn't imagine really hearing it without Nicki on it. She did her thing on it. So at the end of the day, regardless of who acts who first, Nicki killed it, and she made the record what it is today. Ice Spice did good, but Nicki did better. Okay, we can all agree on that. So, another thing I want to say is that I feel like Ice Spice benefited more from, the Nicki Minaj collaboration, regardless of who acts who again, because Ice Spice is new in her career. You know what I'm saying? She's an upcoming female rapper. Nicki Minaj is, the top female rapper in the game. So Ice Spice is going to benefit from being featured on a song with Nicki more than the other way around. Not to say that Nicki doesn't benefit because, she's hot and upcoming, but Ice Spice's career is going to be more impacted in a positive way being associated with Nicki than the other way around. Nicki's already established, you know what I mean? So she doesn't necessarily need an Ice Spice feature in order to thrive, but Ice Spice can benefit a lot more greatly. So I think that's where the delusional and ungrateful comments make people feel away, because they're just like, girl, it's really the other way around, because you are benefiting. Nicki is doing you a favor by hopping on, the song with you, or doing Princess Diana, or calling you the people's princess, or giving you that stamp, giving you that look, giving you that, because if she didn't have those things from Nicki Minaj, she probably wouldn't be anywhere near as poppin' as she is. Yes, she worked with Taylor Swift, and that did help a lot, but being associated with Nicki for all the female rap girls helps more than anything else, i.e., Coi Leray, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, Motorsport, etc., etc. So, yeah, so definitely I understand where some people are coming from, as far as like it makes Ice Spice look a little delusional in a sense when she's trying to call Nicki delusional when she can benefit from Nicki a lot. But, at the end of the day, I really don't think that Ice Spice has any real ill will towards Nicki. Like, she didn't say anything crazy about her in terms of like, oh, I hate her, oh, this and that. She was really coming from a business standpoint in this whole conversation, because the whole business situation wasn't working out. Now, do I think, as a result of the situation, that Ice Spice was using Nicki? No, I personally don't think that she was purposely using her. I think that, she's a female rapper. She's trying to make it in this industry, and she's working with whoever she's going to work with. If that was the case, then we could say she's using Taylor Swift, or she used any artist that's bigger than her. I don't get user vibes from her. I get she's a female rapper trying to climb in the music industry just like everybody else, and this particular situation with Nicki just didn't work out. But I don't think she had any malice or any bad intentions to try to hurt Nicki, or try to get one over on her. I don't get that vibe at all. At the end of the day, I feel like Ice Spice admires Nicki, but she looked at this like what it was, which is a business relationship between her and Nicki. And I feel like a lot of female rappers look at it like that with anybody that they work with. I don't think that this is a best friends forever situation, and a going into the situation with some sort of blind loyalty to Nicki Minaj because they grew up listening to her and because they liked her as a child and things like that. I don't think as artists, these girls are going into it with that mindset. So, it's going to be one of those it is what it is type of situation. You guys let me know. I want to know your perspective. Do you feel like, because of all of this is coming out, do you feel like Ice Spice was using Nicki and the Barbs this whole time, and that she really hated Nicki Minaj's guts and she didn't care for her like that, but, she was pretending to be down with Nicki Minaj this whole time when she was having issues with her behind the scenes? I don't really get that vibe. I just get that there was business issues going on behind the scenes. And if there wasn't any business issues going on, I think everything would be fine between her and Ice. Does that make sense? Like, I don't really think if this didn't happen, where they were running into issues between each other on the business end, that there would be any problem. Everything would be fine. Now, do I think that this is going to impact Ice Spice's career? Definitely. I mean, her career has already been impacted, though, if we kind of rewind. The Kanye West drama with everything that happened there, the Cardi B incident and the pictures, and the Barb's feeling like she was hiding the photos, and then Cardi making her post them, and da 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 da. All right, now we have this. Now she's done called Nicki delusional. Now she done called her, said she was jealous because of her, she had her masters and Nicki didn't. She said little things while they weren't cussing Nicki out, while they weren't saying anything derogatory. It's enough for the Barbs not to support her. It doesn't take much, like I said. It's enough ammo for them to disassociate with her, based on the bad business stuff. So, I definitely feel like her career is going to be impacted. And like I said, a few Ice Spice videos ago, this is the kind of stuff that happens when you do not build your own solid fan base up from the ground, like what JT is trying to do. Now that she's going solo, she's attempting to do that. Ice Spice didn't do that. She got in real close with Nicki Minaj. Not that I don't feel like she was trying to use her, but she got in close to her because Nicki Minaj was, she gave her a platform. She boosted her up. She did features with her. So Ice Spice just went with it. She was soaking in all the love. And, while her soaking in all that love, she wasn't trying to cultivate her own fan base. She just kind of sat on that instead of getting up and deciding, let me go ahead and try to disassociate myself a little bit and carve a lane for myself. And she just didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? She's had huge major cosigns from people, outside of Nicki, Drake, Taylor, etc., that boosted her up. You know what I'm saying? That gave her more visibility. And, I feel like if you remove all of those different cosigns, all the big cosigns, what does Ice Spice have? She has Munch. You know what I'm saying? So, she can either look at this as a loss and kind of just fall to the wayside, or she can look at it as a chance to start over, to start fresh, and to build a fan base down with the eyes that she does have on her, from the ground up. I noticed the Barb's been kind of left Ice alone because she dropped that song that I did a feature that I did a feature on. Oh, that I did a feature on. Yeah. She dropped that song that she did a feature on, and nobody's really been talking about it. I thought it was cute. I listen to it sometimes, but nobody is talking about that song. And if, all this stuff didn't happen in the past between her and Nicki, I think that they would be pushing it, but they stopped pushing her. Let's really talk about it. I mean, I'ma still listen to Ice Spice. If she puts out a cute song, I'm here for a cute song no matter who or what you are, what you got going on. I'm not associated with any of that. But the Barbs, they're not gonna push it. And I just have a feeling it's gonna, side note, side pocket conversation. It might happen to JT soon too, where the Barbs disassociate from, because like I said, any one thing that's said or done, it's over. So you might as well just don't even get too close, too comfortable. Build your own fan base. Don't, because and that's what Ice Spice should have did. But anyway, you guys let me know what your thoughts are on this whole situation. Do you feel like Ice Spice is a user? Do you feel like it was business gone bad? Do you feel like she hates Nicki? Do you feel like she loves Nicki? Do you feel, just let me know, okay? And that's it for this one. I've been talking a long ass time, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye bye.